back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes testing new makeup. I have been gathering makeup, setting it aside, ready to test it out with you. So I actually have 6 new makeup products to test with you today. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload a couple videos every single week and I love doing a testing new makeup. I typically will share anything I purchase or receive in subscription boxes with you in testing new makeup videos, and that's exactly what we're doing today. So if you're excited, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on. Down in the description box, I will link all of the new makeup that we're trying if you would like to pick up any of these things for yourself, as well as my favorite beauty subscription boxes. All of the makeup that I'm wearing in total today will be linked down below. And let's go ahead and jump into the 6 products we're testing out today. So first up is from Cheeky Rose Beauty, and this is a little lip and cheek cream palette. And this came in my ice cream beauty box. This is so perfect for travel or to keep in your purse, your desk drawer, because you have so many options, especially if you're using this on the lips. I mean, look at all of these lip shades that you have. Now, I think I'm going to utilize this on my lips because I have another cream blush that we're gonna test today, but I thought this was really nice to receive. And this is the cream blush that I have. Let me pop my glasses on so I can read all of the packaging. Okay, this is from Haus Labs, and this is in the shade this is the Color Fuse blush in Glossy Paella, Glossy Paella. And this, I wanna say, came in my Ipsy box. I love the packaging of this. And look at that bright, fun pink blush. So we're gonna use that on the cheeks, the Cheeky Rose palette on the lips. I also have this that I'm really excited to try out from REM Beauty. This is their liquid shadow, and this is the Fembot shade, that viral duochrome, multi-chrome shade from Fenty Beauty. I am so excited to try this. I am not a liquid shadow girl. I actually got a single shadow and a liquid shadow in one of my subscription boxes, and I just passed those on because I'll never use them again. I did not want to put them in this video and then never touch them again. But this I'm very excited about. From BYD Beauty, this is a cream eyeshadow. Again, not something I would typically use. However, I think I'm going to use this on the lower lash line today. And it said you could also use this as a liner. And this is a pretty lavender shade. And then from Medusa's Makeup, I have the Halo Glow. This is their cream highlighter. I've used one of these in the past and really enjoyed it. You can see that all I've done is my base makeup and set my under eye. I don't have any other complexion products on because we've got some cream products to test out. And then I'm really excited for this. This is the eyeshadow palette that we're gonna be using today. And this is new from DD Signature, and I cannot read what that says. Lioness Heart. This is the new DD Signature palette. I love DD Signature so much. When I got this green shade was completely shattered and broken out of the palette, and I did go ahead and press that back into place. So I'm excited to try this out. We'll swatch this and everything together. So let me zoom you in. Let's get started. So like I said, I've only done my complexion products because I want to try this Haus Labs cream blush. Let me swatch it. Ooh, that is gorgeous. So there is the blush swatched out. That is really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tap it on my cheek. Whew, she's definitely pigmented. And then I'm gonna take my little beauty sponge and just kind of blend it out and see what we can do to diffuse that out. Is that color gonna stay? Am I going to lose all the pigmentation? The color is actually very pretty. Let me also pick some up on a brush, like a flat kabuki, and tap it on. Okay, there's where we're seeing the payoff. Holy moly, this is definitely pigmented. I'm going to have to blend and diffuse that out back in with that beauty sponge, but ooh, that is just a really pretty color. And blend it out, it looks really good. It definitely gives this really pretty wash of color, and you are able to build it up, diffuse it out. I really like this. I've heard really good things about this formula. Then I wanna try the Medusa's Makeup Cream Highlight. Look at the color of this. It's like a fun coral shade. Oh, whoa. That is definitely a little bit darker and more opaque than I thought. Okay. We're gonna test it out. Again, I'm just gonna tap it on the high points of my cheek. And this is very different than the other one I used from Medusa's makeup. The other one I used was more of just a champagne color, like your quintessential cream highlighter. This one's definitely giving like a glowy blush vibe. And I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse that out. Oh, that's pretty though. Ooh, it's got a nice sheen to it. Wow. I would say for me though, I would use this as a blush highlighter combo. Because when I paired these two together, we've got some blush happening here. I think once I set my face with powder, that'll diffuse out a little bit. But I would say as a Halo Glow highlighter, this is definitely more like a glowy blush. Both of these products though, they blend it out beautifully and they're definitely opaque. Let me go ahead and set my face with powder, powder bronzer, powder blush, and then we'll get started with our eye look. I wanted to show you quickly that I just set my face with powder, did some powder bronzer. I don't need any powder blush. I'm definitely getting plenty of blush through the set powder, but it looks really nice. Also, the highlighter is very subtle once you set it with powder. Like I said, for me, it's more of a glowy blush. So if you are like me and you love a highlighter moment, I would definitely go over with the powder highlighter. But I wanted to show you that you can still see that really pretty glow to my cheeks. Look at that. And that is no highlighter. That is just the Medusa's Makeup Halo Glow under a set face. So I'm gonna leave it as is for today. I actually think those two together look beautiful. I went ahead and swatched out that Dee Dee's Signature palette. Holy moly, it's gorgeous. It's so shifty and sparkly. Look at that. All that green shade that broke is gorgeous. This one's a multi-chrome. These are absolutely stunning. That palette swatched beautifully. I want to do kind of a colorful look because like I said, I want to incorporate that Fembot cream shadow or liquid shadow from REM Beauty. And then I have that lavender colored cream shadow pencil. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up the light pink matte in the palette. That is called Fierce Affection. And I'm going to just use that to set my eyeshadow base. I did prime my eyes as always with my matte paint pot and Painterly. And that's also going to set my crease and be that pretty lighter crease shade. As always, pigmented, blendable. I love Dee Dee's signature formula. And then I'm gonna pick up the green called Hopeful Dawn, and I'm just going to pop that into my crease just to add a little bit of color. It's definitely one of the lighter shades in the palette, so it's not going to deepen up my look, but I'm going to put that in my crease and onto my lid just a little bit. Then I'm gonna pull in some purple because of the REM Fembot as well as that shadow stick. So I'm gonna pick up the purple, the lighter of the two purples in the palette. Something Grace was the name of it. And I'm going to just tap that in the outer corner. That's gonna add some depth. And then I'm even gonna pull that into the crease a little bit. There is this more grapey colored purple as well, but I'm gonna focus on kind of this more mid-tone. I'm just going to build that up to get the depth that I would like. And then back into that pink shade, I'm going to use that just to kind of diffuse those edges. And then I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. I've never used this REM Beauty cream shadow before, so I am going to use my glitter base. I always use that with my shimmers, so I'm hoping that that helps keep that in place as well. And then let's try this out. I don't know if the best way to apply this is with the finger or with the brush, but let me swatch it. Ooh, that is pretty. That is really pretty. It's definitely like a blue, brown, pink multi-chrome. Okay. All right, well, I'm just gonna apply some to my eyes. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. Then I guess I'm just gonna kind of tap it out with my fingertip. That seemed to work pretty well. If you've used this product before, how do you apply it? Do you do it like I did, just apply it directly to the eye and then tap it out, or do you use a brush? Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's exactly what I expected. Now I'm hoping that it actually dries down a little bit too. I'm gonna kind of tap that in with a brush. Oh yeah, there we go. That way I can kind of diffuse it out, pick up any excess. That is really pretty though. It's very sparkly. Okay, let's let it see if it's gonna dry down. Then we're gonna try out this BYOD cream shadow stick. This is a lavender. Let me swatch it for you as well. Ooh, it's really pretty. Ooh, yeah, that's gorgeous. So there is the lavender swatch next to Fembot. And I'm actually going to put this on my lower lash line. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It's really pretty on the lower lash line. I think this would be a really nice liner too. It's definitely got a little bit of a sparkle to it, which it is meant to be a cream shadow, so that kind of makes sense. But I actually really like it as kind of a whimsical look on the lower lash line. Now that Fembot is completely dried down, so that is amazing. That dried down beautifully. This is definitely a little bit of a lighter look than I typically go for. Let me do a little liner mascara, kind of keep it on the lighter side, and I'll be back and we'll test out the Cheeky Rose Beauty Palette on my lips. So I went ahead and did some purple liner, and I think that kind of finished off the look. It added a little bit of dimension to my lash line. I even popped a little bit in my lower lash line. I have some thoughts on everything we tried on the eyes, but let's do our lips with the Cheeky Rose Beauty Palette. And lucky for us, we've even got some kind of purple leaning shades in here. I really like this one right here, this like kind of purpley pink. So I've never used a palette like this on my lips. So I'm gonna pick it up on a flat brush and I'm gonna put it on. Ooh, that feels nice. I didn't do any lip liner and I don't have anything on my lips, but look at that color. Ooh, okay, this feels really nice. Ooh, okay, and then I'm gonna pick up a little of the darker purple and tap it on just to like add a little depth. Ooh, okay. Now it feels really good. It's not sticky. It's creamy. I don't know, honestly, if I would use these on my cheeks. Maybe. I mean, I probably shouldn't say until I try them, but actually for the lips, I really like it. And it added enough color. It's opaque enough that I don't need a liner. I don't need any other lip product. And the fact that this comes in a palette, super, super convenient for travel, in your purse, your car, your desk. I'm liking it. Let me go ahead and let this sit. Let me set my face, let this sit, do something with my hair for the day, and I'll be back and we'll talk over some final thoughts. So here is the completed look for today. I popped on some fun bomb party kind of vintage August earrings. My shorts have like neon pink and orange, and so this whole vibe, it's definitely a vibe. But I wanna go over some thoughts on the products we tested out. So let's start with the lip product. This feels great on my lips. It's staying, it's not drying. It actually feels nice and creamy. I like this palette honestly more than I thought that I would. And I can actually see myself reaching for this a lot. There's so many color options in here. Again, perfect for travel. I do want to test it out on my cheeks, but I'm really loving it on the lip. Let's talk about the couple of cheek products. Both of these are great. This one, the Haus Labs Cream Blush, and the Medusa's Makeup Cream Highlighter or Halo Glow, they're pigmented. Like I said, I don't have any highlighter or any blush on outside of these two products, and that's all that I need. So if you like a little bit more natural moment, or maybe you don't set with powder, I think these two would be perfect. I enjoyed both of them. This, again, I would use as a glowy blush more than a highlighter. I like a little bit more bold highlighter, but if you like it a little bit more on the natural side, this is perfect. It'll serve as a blush and a highlighter, and the Haus Labs creamy, blendable, beautiful. The REM Fembot, I really like it. I love that it dried down and it feels just like I have a regular eyeshadow on. My only complaint is it takes a little work to get the product out of the component. I don't know if you saw me keep reaching in to get enough product, but once it gets on the eyes, it's beautiful. It's ethereal. I love that it dries down. I can definitely see myself using this, especially for quick, easy kind of one and done. You could even pop some bronzer in the crease and put this on the lid and it looks like you put a lot of effort in. It is very beautiful. I understand the hype. And as far as this cream shadow went, I like it on my lower lash line. I don't think for me it's dark enough to use as a liner, but on the lower lash line, I like it. I also think it'd be beautiful on the lid. If you are a cream shadow person, I think that you would honestly really enjoy this. And last but not least, our DD Signature palette. It's gorgeous. It is everything I would expect from DD Signature. I am a little bummed out that I didn't get to use any of the shimmers, but I will be creating multiple eye looks with this palette and be able to utilize the shimmers, especially this green right here. I'm obsessed with that, with these two together with maybe a pop of orange. How fun would that be? I think the mattes that I use though, they blend it out beautifully. They're pigmented. They are absolutely gorgeous as as expected from Dee Dee's Signature. I was very excited to get this in my box. This is a brand that kind of caught me off guard, and I've really enjoyed all of the palettes that I've used from them. So that's a wrap on today's testing new makeup. I'm actually liking this kind of lighter ethereal look for the day. It's kind of giving spring vibes, spring summer vibes, and I'm here for it. Let me know down below, did you get any of these products? Have you tried them? What are your thoughts? Like I said, everything will be linked down below if you'd like to pick them up. I very much appreciate you using my links. I'll also have my favorite beauty boxes, all the other makeup that I'm wearing today linked down below for you. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.